If you're here because you hate Andrew Tate and you think he's a scumbag who takes advantage of people and takes advantage of young men, you're in the right place. Guys, my coworker gave me an amazing studio light. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Shout out J-Rome. Now, if you don't know who Andrew Tate is, let me give you a little breakdown. He's a very successful money guru who once was a pretty successful kickboxer, which as we now know, not anymore, but we'll get into that later. He's a very successful money guru who made a lot of money and a lot of fame, trying to teach the younger generation per se. Trying to motivate us to be men again, trying to motivate us to be something that he isn't. Essentially, Andrew Tate's idea of success is if you don't make fucking $50 million a year, you're a loser, scumbag, and you essentially have achieved nothing in your life and you're not a man. He also thinks you should be fucking 50 women at the same time, and if any of those women have any kind of relationships with another man, then you're a cuck loser. And before you say I'm just some liberal who has no idea what he's talking about, I used to love Andrew Tate. I loved Andrew Tate until about a year ago. Reason being is, well, I grew up. But my point of saying I used to love him is if you think that I'm lying about anything I say or any quotes that I quote him from, I will literally point him out in the comments. If you have any concerns, if you think that I'm lying at some point, go ahead and comment about it. I will send you a link of him talking about what I said he did. But getting back to the main point, Andrew Tate is a scumbag for many reasons. And this is not really an opinion thing. I really do think it is factual that he is a piece of shit. And here are some reasons as to why I don't like him. Now, I'm going to try to refrain from saying anything extremely radical. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get my videos taken down for being offensive because I'm simply just quoting someone who's, in my opinion, a total idiot. But what Andrew Tate essentially does is he spews a ton of nonsense and occasionally he will sprinkle in a truth. A great example of this can be the way he talks about women, and I'm not some slayer for women. I'm not some defender of women. I'm not a simp. I simply just don't agree with the fact that you can talk shit about women all you want and then occasionally sprinkle in that women are loved and women are beings. I've seen a video of this specifically on my For You page where he talks shit about women. He talks shit about everything they do. He calls them whores. He says all they want is money. And then at the end, there's a stitch of him essentially saying that women are the best beings and we should take care of them. And that switch up is just, it's clearly to attract more viewers. It's clearly to attract more people into your $50 a month Discord, which we will get into in a sec. But point being, Andrew Tate spews a ton of bullshit, then gets you with some truth where you truly are sympathetic and you agree. There are a lot of examples of this, but I don't want to get into them because once again, I don't want to be banned because those are some radical things to talk about. Reason number 2 of why I think Andrew Tate is a piece of shit is because he is a ruthless scammer. I highly recommend you go check out CoffeeZilla's full video on Andrew Tate's Hustlers University breakdown, where he essentially joins it to see what it is like to be one of the students. If I remember to, I'm going to go ahead and link it down in the description for you guys to go ahead and watch it as well because I want you guys to see it extremely bad. It is an extremely informative video where he joins as one of the students and essentially finds out that Andrew Tate not only scams you because you pay 50 buckaroos a month from the last time I seen this. So this was months ago, so this could be a completely radical change. Now it could be $100 or $200 a month. Knowing Andrew Tate, it probably is. But my point of saying that is he pays $50 a month, he joins a Discord, that's all it is, where they give you information that you could pull off of Wikipedia, you could pull it up off of .org websites. My point being, you can pull it off of very easy to get websites, and it's not information that's like gate kept, it's not information that you can't get anywhere except from Hustlers University per se. Other thing they do is if you try to leave, I personally think this is kind of funny, is they'll call you gay, they'll make fun of you, I think it is funny. It truly is a comical thing that you are down to the point where if someone's leaving your group, your cult, I would even say, I'm not even going to put it in quotations, it is a cult. When someone leaves your cult, you automatically refrain to calling them gay and laughing at them, pointing their fingers, hey everyone, laugh at him. It's just so funny. It is really embarrassing in my opinion as well. I think there are some good things about Andrew Tate. I'm not going to discredit him completely. I think it's great that he keeps men at the place of you need to be able to defend your family. You need to be able to know how to fight. I don't think you need to be able to go and fight everyone you want, but I think being able to defend yourself and being able to defend the ones you love is a great thing to teach to others. Clearly, Andrew Tate needs to learn it himself a little bit, but we will get into that at the end. I don't want this video to be circling around that because if for some like amazing reason he sees this, I don't want him to think that I'm just talking shit because he lost a boxing match to a guy from Love Island. But we'll get into that in the end. Well, please wait till the end. I also do really agree with his idea that men need to provide for their families. Women shouldn't work in a relationship setting. If you guys are just dating, it may be a different story. But if you guys are married, as a man, you need to aspire to be able to provide for your whole entire family. I think it is just a really, really important thing to do. And especially if you have kids, I think it's even more important. So I do love that he teaches that as a man, you need to be able to protect and provide. I think it's one of his only good features, but I think it's still great. I do think him going to jail was a good thing for him. It's a great marketing move. I understand that may sound dumb and far-fetched, but hear me out. I do think that he is very smart at marketing, and I think that he can use him being in jail as a way to say it was the Matrix. It was the Matrix trying to keep him in, which has been his thing for like 4 years. I think that's as long as I've known him, maybe 3. But yeah, it's just the whole entire idea of we're in the Matrix, I'm going to teach you how to break out of it. If you join my Discord, I was in jailed for, 180 days, what the fuck? I was in prison for 180 days. I had no contact with anyone I love. It was terrible. And, it was the Matrix trying to hold me back. He's a great marketer. I'll give him that as well. I don't think that's a great thing when you're a scammer. So I'm not going to say that's a positive thing, but I mean, you got to give the devil his due. That it is impressive, to say the least. Now, you might have to miscredit everything I've said so far in this video because I will have to be honest with you. I don't have a Bugatti, so I don't really have everything that he has to like talk, or and most people can't just talk shit on the internet because we don't have what he has to show for, our success per se. But when your success is built off of a pyramid scheme, I don't find it success. When your success is being a scammer, that's when you really got rich. That's when you really made your riches. It's just not impressive. It's really not impressive. It's not something that I look at and go, wow, I really can't talk about this because he just mugs me in every way. Yeah, he's taller than me and more muscular than me and has more money than me, which kind of means he mugs me. Making your money in a dirty way does not make it any better than being broke. Now, the reason I'm making this video and what pushed me to make this video is the fact that him and Chase DeMore, I think is his name, I'll fix it on the screen if it's not, but Andrew Tate and Chase DeMore fought for the championship title in I think it was Misfits Boxing, which is a creator boxing league, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong, but I've seen a couple videos on this and it seems accurate. And this boxing match was one of the best things I have ever seen. I thought I was watching Rocky IV all over again. The uppercut that Chase slipped on Andrew Tate in, I think it was round 6, was magnificent. Now, before you flame me in the comments, this is all sarcasm. It was one of the worst boxing matches I have ever seen. And it was more of terrible on Andrew Tate's side. Don't get me wrong, Chase DeMore fought as terrible as I expected, though. Andrew Tate fought like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson fought better against Jake Paul, and Mike Tyson didn't even swing. He genuinely fought terrible. And what pissed me off the most is not the fight. I don't care. I don't care that you lost. What bothers me is the flood of insults that you put out at the press conference after the fight. You claimed that people told you not to fight because you were 40. You claimed that people told you not to fight because you had family problems. None of us knew about that either. The sad reality is you're a washed fighter and you have a really driven up ego, when in reality, the only thing that keeps it floating is the fact that you have more money than the people hating on you. And you have more money because you're a shitty scammer. You have more money because you built a pyramid scheme. You don't have more money because you're just an amazing person. You built a pyramid scheme. It's a scam. So the very little respect that some of us did have for you was because we knew that you could back up what you say physically as well as financially. Now we know it's just financially, and we don't actually know if it's financially at this point because you did lie about the fact that you can fight. So maybe you're lying about the fact that you're rich in the first place and there's just people propping you up. I just think it's hilarious hilarious how much Andrew Tate talks, how much shit he talked. The videos that I saw of him of boxing on Instagram were amazing. He's a great boxer when it comes to sparring, you know, people like me who don't know how to fight professionals. But when he fought someone who's very, very poorly trained, but trained, he lost. It was one of the worst. It was one of the worst spectacles of the internet. And I don't think Andrew Tate is redeeming himself at all. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to slap that subscribe button. And yeah, have a good rest of your night. Peace.